Martin Biron's back with us to talk about this, not just this Rangers sweep. I actually want to start out, Marty, by talking about Alexander Ovechkin. The line on this guy in this series is bizarre. 0 points, 5 shots on net in the series. Yeah. As Troy, one of our star camera operators, pointed out, Ovi's a lock for 5 shots on net a game in the regular season. 5 shots on net in the whole series. What happened to Ovi in the first round against the Rangers?
Well, this is Peter Laviolette doing his best coaching job with the New York Rangers, knowing Alexander Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals really well. I've been coached there. But look, on the power play, they took away Alexander Ovechkin. And even TJ Oshie was saying, the other 4 guys, we have to do something, because if we don't, they'll continue to take away Ovechkin. And that's what Ovechkin now especially does, right? He gets his offense, his momentum from the power play. And if you take him away on the power play and you have success doing so, the 5-on-5 is not going to be there. He's not going to be as hungry and want to push. So obviously Laviolette, the Rangers, did a fantastic job taking him away on the power play. And then 5-on-5, the matchups were great as well. But Washington was 28th in offense this year. So is that a surprise, right? Look at Ovechkin, the way he started the season. So maybe he started the season the same way he finished, or finished like he started, and it wasn't good offensively for Ovi and the Caps.
You know, I look at this New York Rangers team, Marty, 114 points. They win the President's Trophy. They sweep the Caps. I get that the Caps were flawed as a team, but they swept them, and they look great doing it. And yet 4 other teams have better odds right now to win the Stanley Cup than the Rangers do. Does this team deserve more respect in your mind?
Absolutely, 100%. Listen, the New York Rangers were great all season long, and they know who they are. They have a really good goaltender in Igor Shesterkin, who struggled before the All-Star break, but has been great since then. They have a fantastic power play. And what did they do against the Washington Capitals? They go 6 for 16. Now, some are going to say, well, this may cool off. Why? Why? Because they've had a great power play all season, and they had a great power play in the first round. They were able to sweep the Washington Capitals by scoring 6 goals on the power play and having, Zibanejad, Kreider, Panarin, Fox, those are your key guys, and they were key guys in the 4 games against Washington. So, yeah, the Rangers are who we know they are. But for me, they are definitely a top 2 teams when I would look at the odds to say, hey, this is one of the best chance for a team to win a Stanley Cup. The Rangers should be it. Now, remember, the last time they had swept a team is in 2007, so it's been a long time. So maybe the odds makers are saying, hey, you know what, the Rangers, they're not that good in the playoffs. We haven't seen a Stanley Cup in New York since the mid-90s when Brian Leetch and Mike Richter have been there. But you know what? This team is legit. They have a great coach who's always had great success in his first year with a team. So I think they should be a lot higher.
And the Rangers will face the winner of the Isles-Canes series in the second round. That could be interesting. Oh, if the Isles could come back, Marty, we could get the Battle of New York going again. Wouldn't that be fun? And Patrick Waugh's in it. And, oh, come on. Yes.
2 of my former teams, right? I played for both those teams. It would split me in half.
That's right. Marty, his loyalties would be divided. Well, we'll worry about that when we see what happens between Isles and Canes. Marty, thanks for this.